One of the reasons why networking is so tricky to learn for creative people is because of this wonderful phrase, work so hard that you never have to introduce yourself. Have you heard that before? You should work so hard that you never have to introduce yourself. The most creative people, the most well-known people, the biggest celebrities never have to say who they are and what they do. You just know because they've worked so hard. So it can be very difficult when you're looking at role models who are really good at networking because you don't ever see them doing it. And this is something that I've been quite guilty of as well. I spent maybe 3 or 4 years working really, really hard on building my networking and building my networking skills. And because of that, it means that now, many, many years later, when I walk into a room, I don't often have to say, oh, here, nice to meet you. Here I am. Here's what I do. I hope that you like me. Fingers crossed. And I want to show you how you can get to that point where um, you no longer have to introduce yourself. And this is something that's really crazy because a lot of people think, oh well, I've got to work on how I present myself. But the real magic is moving towards a place where you don't have to, where it becomes effortless and the network comes to you. But I've got to tell you, it's going to take a long time and it's going to take a lot of work. The good news is the work isn't that tricky. And once you get used to it, it can be really, really amazing. But so few people will actually teach you this. So I'm going to take the time to teach you. So our very first goal is we're going to figure out what do we have to do to work so hard that we never have to introduce ourselves. And I'm going to give you some step-by-step things to do before you even think about networking, before you even go to that first networking event, before you even give out that first business card. I'm going to help you make sure that you are ready as a creative person before you even go and meet anybody because you don't want to screw it up. You want to make it really, really good. The reason why I tell you this is in life, when we meet important people, when we meet people who we think are going to be important in our future, we work really, really hard at it. Think about, for example, the last time that you went for a job interview. You didn't just show up. Hopefully, you dressed nice. Hopefully, you researched a little bit. Hopefully, you practiced what you were going to say. And that's a very smart move. When you're going for a job interview, of course, you have to practice what you're going to say. But we never really think about practicing what we're going to say in a networking environment. You don't ever practice what you're going to say to some random person that you're meeting at a cocktail party. It seems a little bit silly to do that. But the truth is, you never know who the next person that you're going to meet is going to be. The next random person that you meet at the next random event could become your biggest customer, could become your best client, could be a person that you're working with for the next 10 or 15 years. So it's really worth putting that effort in. So over these next few videos, I'm going to show you some of the things that we can do to help put the effort in.